Director of Shelburne, Oliver Byrne. And Oliver, what exactly happened?
Well, unfortunately, demand for to see this match far exceeded the capacity at Talca Park. We tried to make provision for children in issuing a number of tickets for the kids.
How many?
We issued 800 tickets. Because the match was held at short notice, we felt to print tickets could lead to forgeries, which would have led to a greater crisis.
Mm-hmm.
We do owe an apology to those kids that didn't get into the game. Not alone will we refund them their tickets. There's not many of them, I might add. But we will ask those people when they're bringing back those tickets for their refund, or if they want to send them in the post, we'll send them back to and pay for postage. To put their names and address. We have 3 autograph balls from Liverpool Football Club, which we will raffle for those people. So some of those kids might be luckier than some of the children that got into the game.
Well, do you think it's wise to invite Premier Division sides over here to Talca Park? You only accommodate 10,000.
That's a question that can be asked today in hindsight. But we have had, over the past number of years, been complimented by the media for being very progressive. We've had Glasgow Celtic on 2 or 3 occasions in the last 2 years. We've had Leeds United on 6 occasions when they were champions of the English League. They paid us the honour of their first visit out of England. We've had Spurs when they won the FA Cup and paraded the cup here. We've had Manchester City, we've had Arsenal, we've various other top teams. We've never had problems, with the exception of the first occasion Leeds did come to us when it wasn't all ticket.
Yeah. And you say that you would have issued tickets, but you were afraid that there would be forgeries. Does that mean that you won't contemplate issuing tickets in future?
No, there's definitely the situation for now.
Or how can you prevent that forgery?
We are now investigating a situation whereby we can have maybe 2 or 3 sets of blocks of tickets for the whole stadium issued now, without names or dates on them of whom we may be playing, with a seat number on it. Nobody will get in or near the ground unless they have a ticket for future reference, as will be the policy of the FAI, who have taken the ground on a rental situation for tonight, with total responsibility for their forthcoming game against Wales. The Gardaí, I spoke to Inspector Mulligan, who was very helpful last night, and we're satisfied that we made all the arrangements. Who could tell that approximately 20,000 people were going to turn up at 3 days' notice to a game in Talca Park for Liverpool?
If you'd known you were going to get that kind of numbers, would you have cordoned off the ground as they do?
This was the problem. We had both the top of Richmond Road, and we had Richmond Road at the junction of Grace Park and the Ballybock end of the ground, as we commonly call it, cordoned off. When we saw the crowd arrive from 3-4 o'clock in the day, in our wisdom, we opened the stiles earlier than 6 o'clock to stop a congregation on the road. At 6:30, the Gardaí noticed that the ground was practically full, and they asked and told the people the ground was full, as did myself and 3 of my directors, whom were on the road at Richmond Road for the length of the match. They didn't even see the match, trying to get the message across to the people. We told the people and the ground was full. We requested them not to go near the ground. We can understand the kids' problems with tickets, but we can't understand some of the public whom, when we told them the ground was full, they climbed up on buses, they climbed over walls, they climbed over everything. Everybody that was in the ground was quite satisfied. I'm sure they had a most enjoyable night. The only person that I know that was injured, unfortunately, was my brother, who, in the process of trying to keep...
Joe, was it?
No, Kieran.
Yeah.
Trying to keep people out of the ground, fell off the wall, or was pushed off the wall, and broke his ankle.
So there were no serious consequences in that regard?
Not that we are aware of.
But it's ironic, of course, that you, under UEFA rules, you have to have seats in there. You could accommodate 20,000 otherwise.
I remember, like in 1957, Shelburne played Shamrock Rovers in a cup match on a Wednesday afternoon. Maxie McCann actually scored the winner from a penalty. There was 18,500 people in Talca Park. UEFA have issued a directive from 1994 that all stadiums that are used for European Cup matches have to be all seater, or that part of the ground which is not seated will not be allowed to have spectators on them. If we weren't prepared to advance and give Dublin public a soccer stadium in which they can be proud of and have the right facilities, we would have been able to, on a terrace with crash barriers last night, to be able to cater for 20,000 people.
It is ironic indeed, Oliver. Well, anyway, congratulations on getting Liverpool over here. The fans enjoyed the match. They got in there.
They are, and at the moment, for some of those disappointed, I will endeavour on behalf of Board Gosh to try and get an interleague match with Liverpool in the foreseeable future.
Great, and you're away to Dundalk tomorrow. Good luck
2
on that
points,
one.
despite what all the press say. Yeah.
Can you still win again this year?
It'll take a good team to take the title off us.
Thank you, Oliver. Oliver Byrne there, Shelburne, and we'll, from now on, indeed,